travel speed. Time for a buzz.
Time to say bye. Boom.
Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Receive divinity. Repay.
Relax.
Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
The human body is beautiful in its fragility.
Not long ago, Himiko showed me her collection. There was something called a satellite. I was very intrigued. It works in a similar way to our automatons. If we could launch our automatons into space like satellites, it'd definitely give us an edge in combat. Exactly. The automatons would be our turrets in space. That's also how Himiko uses her satellite. But Himiko told me that if the Silvermane guards do go ahead with it, she'll be glad to help. Only thing, though, is I can't make the call. I'll need to write a report and discuss it with Bronya, Pela, and others first.
Come with me, take the journey.
Welcome back. Ah, yes. I intend to participate in the efforts as well.
Long time no see. How have you been? Indeed, it's about that time. I guess that explains why Pom Pom is in such a hurry.
Wow, you're finally back! And just in time for the Express's grand spring cleaning. Have you ever heard of a Washtopia? It's a place where space vehicles can stop to rest. There are plenty of them throughout the universe. They're close enough together that you can travel between them without even activating a warp device.
Come with me, take the journey.
That's what Pom Pom used to think, but it's not that simple. Washtopias only clean the exterior of the train, and they do a great job too. However, the seats, rooms, windows, all the nooks and crannies inside the Express, we have to do those ourselves. Since you only just got back, why not take a little rest and chat with the crew? Once you're ready, come find Pom Pom and we'll prepare to depart. Okay, I'll be waiting.
Oh, it's been a while. Did Pom Pom call you back? The Astral Express needs periodic cleaning and maintenance. It's home to the whole crew, after all. Let's take good care of it.
The annual Express spring cleaning? I love tidying rooms. I'll clean everywhere as best I can.
How is everything? If you're ready, let's head to the Washtopia. How is everything? If you... Something seems off. Pom Pom already selected a route. We've seemingly gone off course. Strange. Pom Pom's navigation is always precise. Stay vigilant. There might be a magnetic field nearby interfering with the Express's navigation system. Let's take a look in the control room.
So,
What happened? What's happening? Did you see that huge shadow? Everything outside is red. What's going on? This is serious, you know. Even Mr. Yang looks surprised. That's not something you see every day.
March. The Express encountered an obstruction. The disturbance triggered a chain reaction. The Express was struck from behind by another vessel.
How do you crash into someone in space?
Another vessel in our vicinity encountered the same obstruction and was unable to control its velocity. After the collision, 2 individuals found their way onto the Express. It doesn't seem like it.
Compensation? They hit us! Well, if they're here to stir up trouble, I'll teach them a lesson. Let's go check it out.
the Astral Express seems fine, but a collision like this in space is a little unusual. Even for me, it's a first.
That visitor appears to be a knight. And it looks like he has a servant?
Well, let's go chat with them.
It seems like we're stuck. Washtopia will have to wait a little longer.
What a fascinating encounter. There's nothing more captivating than an unpredictable future. Let's see what unfolds next.
Another anomaly in this shining universe.
a blooming splash of colors. You are truly beautiful. A lady? I offer a sincere compliment. You're akin to a flower in winter. Oh? Another beautiful soul. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Argenti. I belong to the Knights of Beauty. May I know your names?
Please don't do this. He seems like a good guy. Hi, Argenti. I'm March 7th.
An honor. I was just explaining the significance of beauty to this foliage. Pardon my abruptness, but I have a habit of asking questions. As fellow beings of this universe, are you acquainted with Idrilla the Beauty? The Knights of Beauty travel from planet to planet, spreading the beauty's glorious reputation across the universe, so that every being may know of their existence. We strictly adhere to the commandments of our faith, tempering our physical forms and upholding our honor. Yes, though not exclusively. Just as I extol the beauty in this foliage, what I anticipate is an encounter, a collision and exchange of minds and philosophies. Do you doubt such an assertion? You need not, young lady. Both my words and actions come from the bottom of my heart. You are indeed beautiful, like flowers blooming in the morning sun. Young lady, now that you know something of the beauty, I wonder, can you resonate with this philosophy and place your trust in Idrilla? You sound confused. Young lady, with all due respect, I fear you may still be grappling with this philosophy, yet agreed with me out of kindness. An act of pure beauty in itself. I cherish different ideas, but judging from this situation, since you do not understand the beauty, I will have to show you in a way that only a knight can. I earnestly request a chivalrous contest with you. Should I be fortunate enough to triumph, I ask you to acknowledge Idrilla the Beauty as the most peerless beauty of all. To my lasting sadness, no. It is an unspoken rule of the Knights of Beauty that the commandment is uttered before a battle between knights. I apologize. Forgive me for my lack of eloquence.
Why are you fighting?
Communicating with others can be a most difficult endeavor. It is through action alone that we can convey our intent faithfully. May you understand.
Perhaps you still don't understand. Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Eternal sleep. The dead return! Rise to the challenge. You are fighting a gentleman.
All will be revealed. In lunar flame. Blade of moonlight.
Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
for you. You won't get away.
Put forth all your might!
You've got a lot of nerve.
Sorry to interrupt whatever's happening here. Forgive the interruption, but I just spoke with Himiko. The situation is more urgent than we imagined. You're welcome. Just doing my job.
My deepest apologies, Mr. Yang. My concentration has been solely centered on my conversation with her. Now, it is only fitting to disclose the main reason for my presence here. To work jointly in resolving the crisis before us. I was piloting the one and only through the galaxy when I discovered Velite, an IPC worker who accidentally fell into a huge cave, from which I saved him. Upon saving Velite, I altered my flight course to accompany him to his original location. Consequently, I inadvertently ended up on the Express's navigational trajectory. According to him, he is an IPC worker. I believe he's currently resting in the carriage. He is still in a state of shock. He swore to follow Adrilla the goddess after being impressed by what he saw during our adventure.
Thank you for coming. It'll be a first for the Express to work alongside the Knights of Beauty.
Enjoy the present moment. Continue to enjoy the present moment. You misunderstand. I must first wholeheartedly enjoy the red night of the universe before I can discover an inharmonious pitch. These two things are correlated. Once I discover the cause, I shall destroy it.
Well, try not to take too long. Things could deteriorate at any moment. Could you please go check on Velite? He looks uneasy. He's a guest of ours, after all.
Tenangkan pengikut naik beauty. PLT.
What is it? Here to cheer me up? Save your breath.
Easy killer.
Might as well be written on your forehead. I'm just a small-time IPC worker. That Argenti rescued me. I don't know anything, and I can't help you guys. I want to go home and have dinner. Once we're out of this jam.
Katanya kamu sudah jadi pengikut MVD, apa itu benar?
Did Argenti tell you that? Oh, that guy is unbelievable. Before he rescued me, he said something like, "You must pledge to acknowledge Adrilla, the beauty, as the most peerless beauty of all." I told him I'd marry her if he'd liked, as long as he got me out of that stinking cave first. And he refused! I couldn't believe it. My life was on the line, so I just repeated after him. Adrilla, the beauty, etc. You get the picture. Then he corrected me. It's Adrilla, not Adrilla. Who came up with such an awkward-sounding name? I'm a pencil pusher. What the heck do I know about the Eon of Beauty? But of course, I repeated it again in order to survive. Adrilla the beauty, the most peerless beauty of them all! Just like that.
Just like that. Kenapa kamu jadi orang yang tidak bisa berpikir?
Do you think I like being negative? My friend, this is what's known as falling prey to the grim reality of life. Understand? When I was young, I assumed my life would be like a novel. I wanted to be a pilot, flying through outer space, exploring the universe in a grand spaceship. But then my parents told me I'd have to work for the IPC and make a bunch of money to fulfill my dreams.
Apa pada akhirnya kamu berhasil mengeluarkan banyak uang?
What do you think? Do rich people make forced vows in caves? I gave up my unrealistic dream of becoming a pilot and worked for the IPC instead. I guess I'm living the life of a supporting character now. But after running into Argenti, I had an idea. Perhaps I could make some money with him and turn my life around. He's tall, handsome, and a knight. Packaged and marketed the right way, I'm sure he'll pique a lot of interest. I told him about my idea, that he could advocate for the beauty while also incorporating currency as a notion of beauty. That would allow him to preach more efficiently. He was very impressed. I'm planning to contact the marketing development department as soon as I'm off the express. He'll make a great IPC product spokesperson, and I can be his agent. Now, the question remains, will this guy shine brighter as an image-focused idol, or should we showcase his formidable talents and mold him into a powerful star?
Okay. I know there is something wrong. Bintang yang kuat. What the hell are you talking
It's
about,
called
man?
facing reality, embracing it, and then conquering it. So when can I get off the express? I need you guys to solve this traffic jam problem ASAP.
Sudah aku duga, sudah cukup sesi perkalinya sekarang. Help us, please. Okay?
Were you even listening to me?
No, I'm not.
All right, I have nowhere else to be. Let's go. Huh? What was that sound? Did someone scream?
Yes, someone scream. What? Paimon? Paimon. Pom.
There was a strange sound. It was terrifying. Did you hear it?
No, I'm not.
Pom knows the express inside and out. It definitely wasn't the train.
Is it possible that the jolt just now damaged the express? Did something manage to sneak in?
Do we know where the sound came from?
It sounded like it came from the passenger cabins. Or the conductor's cabin.
But those are in opposite directions. How about we go check our own rooms?
Jangan lupa periksa bawah kasur. Takutnya ada monster.
Read the room. Enough with the mean jokes. Now's the time for action. I'm gonna go check my room. If there's a problem, I'll let you know.
By the way, where is my room?
Pom will go check the conductor's cabin.
Okay, I'm gonna check the warehouse then.
Is that me? What's she saying? I know your past. The things you want to see, to touch, to know. Your home, family, friends, emotions, what you love and what you despise. I'm the complete March 7th, with all of your forgotten memories. Who are you? Why do you look exactly like me? Why did you stop talking? Oh, what kind of creepy...
March, can you hear me?
Himeko?
My phone. Himeko, there's something really weird happening.
I know. March, get out of there right now.
But...
Right now, get out of there.
March, please reply. Have you left the room?
Did something happen to March?
Not good. I need you and Don Hung to check on March.
I'll accompany you. Velite, you two.
Since when you operate
What?
the
All right,
stair
if
again?
things get dangerous, I'll hide behind you.
Wait, this is Don Hung's room.
It's an insect?
Insect?
Ugliness. The inharmonious pitch has surfaced. Honor compels us to vanquish this dissonance.
Ready for another?
Nothing major. Bloom. The dead return!
Net markers activated. Time for a good old counter
conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Blade of moonlight. In lunar flame.
That was so scary. It was like a long-lost twin sister had suddenly appeared out of nowhere. I can't believe it was only a bug.
I did not envision seeing true stings again.
Huh?
There was a whole bunch of those bugs chasing me when Argenti found me in the cave.
I was under the impression that I had successfully routed all of them. However, it appears that the stings continue to pursue us. Could it be? Velite, perhaps you still bear sting pheromones on your body.
Huh? Farah, what is that? Is that bad?
Yes, I've read about true stings in the databank. They emit fibrous particles from their wings during flight, the inhalation of which can induce perceptual distortions and hallucinations. I'm afraid March may have inhaled some of these particles. That's why she saw another version of herself in the room.
So that was just a hallucination? Huh. Why do I feel kinda disappointed? Wait, I thought hallucinations were supposed to be completely random. Why did I see an identical me?
Did it do anything strange?
It said it knew about my past. And then it stopped talking.
I'm afraid that's not enough information for us to draw a conclusion. My concern is that numerous stings may have already infested the Express. Their elusive nature helps them stay in the shadows, but they may also be roaming freely. We have to prevent them from propagating. If not...
I don't want to see a bunch of marches roaming around the Express. One of me is enough.
We're on the same page. This isn't good. Evidence of a swarm is apparent, and it looks like several eggs are on the verge of hatching.
They're embryos for now, but their transformation into larvae could be imminent, and their growth may exceed our initial estimates.
This is a race against the clock.
Check around the Express.
Oh. Uh-huh.
I'm sorry. I was making coffee. What do you want me to? Bong? Wait, where is the voice egg of this? Okay.
What are you?
Jiwa keadilanmu membara dan kamu melenyapkan telur-telur ini. Kamu menemukan sebuah telur. Whatever and whatever. Okay, Bong.
More eggs!
More
This thing's
eggs!
propagated on the express! Are there eggs in my shoes?
The clock is ticking! We need to find a more efficient method. Act quickly! Let Pom Pom think. Every one of us should be involved! Velite!
What? What am I doing?
Use your brain and think of something!
Eat the eggs!
Well, as
the
a
eggs.
conductor, don't you have any emergency procedures in place?
Oh! Now that you mention it, Pom Pom does have a backup measure. We'll need... This mobile express cleaner should come in handy. I was planning to use it to sweep the express's ceiling during spring cleaning. It's got a nifty wide-angle lens on it. Once we zip it up into the air, we'll have eyes on the whole scene. Not a single nook or cranny will be able to hide from us. I mean, I know this isn't what it's meant for, but we have no other choice. If you think you can do this, I'll start piloting. Watch carefully. I'll be cleaning out the nooks and crannies as we go. All right, let's do this. Where do you want to check first? Stay alert. Now's not the time for relaxing. Let's check somewhere else.
Alright, Bong. What is this? Hand?
Nothing out of place here.
Nothing out of place here. Oke, waktunya mencari di tempat lain. Taman di koridor.
What are you doing? Nothing out of the ordinary here. Maybe we should check the faraway cars. What do you think?
Finally,
Stay focused.
another
You
car.
need to check every corner.
Mind if I take it for a spin? This little gadget could be the next big thing in spaceship cleanliness. Even Argenti could put his name to it. I'll jot that down. Let's carry on.
You must be the creature that she mentioned. Does it bother you that people deem you cute? Believe me when I say that you are more than cute, my friend. You are a delightful ball of pure charm. Needless to say, it is an honor to encounter beings such as yourself. But I shall never give up my spiritual training. If this crisis cannot be averted, I shall die for the glory of the Knights!
What's going on? Why is he chatting with these bugs?
I think he's also fallen into a hallucination.
Is he seeing another him?
I don't think so. I think he may be perceiving an unfamiliar presence.
Well, let's go save him.
Saving people, that's what we do.
Beautiful beings! Are you disciples?
He looks beyond saving.
He could be in considerable danger. Let's proceed.
Ready for another?
Bloom. Receive divinity. Repay. Nothing major. The dead return! Bloom.
Try harder.
Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Nothing major.
In lunar flame. Blade of
Nothing major. Blade of the night.
The dead return!
I must apologize. I cannot believe that such a beautiful creature
Apologize
was
accepted.
merely a hallucination. Its deceptive and threatening nature is much uglier than its appearance would suggest.
You mentioned this thing transformed into an object of beauty, something that she once spoke of, that you never personally encountered.
Yes, it was something she mentioned that I wanted to see in person.
I see. This, together with the fact that March's hallucination claimed to know her past, suggests that these visions feed on people's subjective experiences and long-term sentiments. In order to take the form of what they personally desire.
So, in Argenti's eyes, Wubbaboos are a thing of beauty. But my past isn't something I'm constantly thinking about. I have plenty of other dreams.
That's not how it works. The desire to know your past embodies purity itself, a thing of immense value.
I wonder if the dying words of those ugly menaces can be trusted. As the saying goes, even an insect speaks kind words when death is near.
Are you implying that the insect imparted you with a message prior to its demise?
Correct. Its final words were, "Celebrate this superficial victory, for you will never be able to acknowledge the existence of the Overlord."
Let's ignore the
Victor.
fact that you understand insect speak for now. That sentence... Oh, wait! I think I understand. When reading through the chronicles of interdimensional insects in the databank, I came across a species that had only been described in records. Due to the lack of research samples, the author gave it a tentative name: Giant Sting. This species can reach tremendous proportions and is big enough to swallow an entire star knot. I believe the Overlord Argenti mentioned could be referring to this colossal being. And we're...
I think I understand. We are in the belly of the beast.
Dia merasa
Yes. That's my theory.
I see. That would explain what Velite and I experienced earlier.
What do you mean?
Did Velite mention that he was trapped in a dark and enormous cave when we first met? Now that I think on it, we did hear sounds akin to swallowing and other movements from the cave.
Yes. And your flight path happened to intersect with the Express's Star Rail, meaning we might have encountered the very same giant sting.
Giant
Now,
sting
we need to see if we can prove the theory correct.
or not?
Oh, what is that?
Huh. It looks like our theory has already been confirmed.
Let's go. Before
Let's
we
talk to
get
Mr. Yang.
digested. Talk to Mr. Yang. What about mushroom? Nothing happen here? Okay.
Oh, it's so quiet. Someone say something.
After meeting all of you, I, Argenti, can die without regrets.
And die without regrets.
Oh, never mind. I'm fine with silence.
How's it going? Has there been any progress?
Why don't you check
Let me
yourself,
explain the
Mr. Wang?
situation.
Mr. Yang dan dia menyampaikan
I see. If the Express has been swallowed, then perhaps we could try pushing the Express's engine into a temporary state of overload and use the momentum to burst out of the giant sting's body.
kenapa kita tidak warp jump saja dari tempat ini? Yes, that's a good
Warp
idea.
jumping requires a lot of preparation, and it might alert the swarm.
It would be risky. The engine might overheat and burst into flames. Still, I don't have any better ideas.
I am not fond of this idea.
Could it fail?
In a word, yes. The outer
Yes.
components of the Express may well be melting in gastric acid as we speak.
It would seem our enormous, hideous enemy is right outside.
No. So my teddy bears and bunnies are gonna be liquefied by stomach acid? I've had them for ages. I need to find a way to save them.
Let's stay calm. I need some time to check the engine with Himiko. For now, just try and take your minds off the situation.
It's all
Just
right.
try.
We're in this together.
Of course, we're in this together.
Have you noticed? Morale on the Express is low.
Okay.
Desires? I don't have any desires. I'm busy working every day. Even if I did have one, it's been long forgotten. Come to think of it, maybe the IPC made me immune to hallucinations.
What are you about to say, Bang Bang? You don't have anything to say? Okay.
The Express is melting?
Melting.
How is this even possible? I've been swallowed by a cave twice now. Is this my destiny?
We need to get out of the Sting's stomach as soon as possible. Pom-Pom doesn't want the Express to sustain damage.
Everyone, just calm down.
Calm yourselves, all of you. I'm bidding farewell to this flora. After having made friends with all the beings on the Express, and having discussed the beauty with each of you, I can now depart this mortal coil without regret.
Ugh, can you and the fern get a room already? How can anyone establish a bond with a houseplant? Although, I guess you could say the same about me and my teddy bears.
The Express is home to all of us. No matter what happens, we're in this together.
Just
Woohoo! You're back! Although I guess that doesn't change our odds.
Who knew our first meeting would be our last? It's hopeless. I'll just spend the rest of my short life listening to your ramblings about the Express, I suppose.
Nonsense! This won't be our last meeting. But I'm happy the Express has started to grow on you.
Okay.
Now, where should Pom Pom start the story?
Are you really about to tell a story? Look, it's been nice meeting you and all, and I'd love to shoot the breeze. But are you people really just going to give up?
Velite, I will escort you to your destination. A knight always keeps his word.
Don't assume you can reassure me that easily. I've got a heart of stone, you hear?
Okay, that's enough. In times like this, we should be trying to give each other hope.
Kamu sebenarnya juga sangat cemas soal Express kan?
No, the Express is strong. I'm sure we can think of something.
Okay.
So the train has been swallowed by a giant bug? And we're
Giant
inside
bug.
its stomach?
Yes. Bong Bong, you're still down? Are you going? Really?
Desires? I don't have any desires. I'm busy working Come to
Okay,
think of it.
I've heard that. Please. Don't hang.
It's all right. We're in this together.
Okay, I've heard that too. Himiko.
It's rare to see March genuinely worried. But given the circumstances, maybe you could try reassuring some of the crew.
The Express has faced all kinds of obstacles on its journey. Today is just another one. It's no reason to stop trailblazing. Such is the very essence of trailblazing. It is through these trials that we find wisdom and maturity.
Okay. Wisdom and
I've
maturity.
completed the engine inspection. Though the warp device isn't immediately operational, I believe we can still manage brief spurts of acceleration. Unless there are any major objections, I'll begin preparations.
Mr. Yang, one moment, please. I've suddenly happened upon an idea that might just help resolve our crisis. While the Express is being prepared, I would like to speak with her in private.
What do you mean?
Seriously? Can't you just tell all of us?
Were I to air such a proposition among you, verily, it would be dismissed in an instant. Yet, as a knight, it is my duty to aid the Express in resolving this issue.
Oh, so you're a mind reader now too?
At this stage, any plan is a plan worth hearing. March, hang fire. Let's see where this leads us.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Yang. What are you going about?
I apologize for being so abrupt. You must find me strange for wanting to speak with you alone. I will tell it to you straight. I have a strong sense that, as a knight of beauty, I have a duty to fight this battle. I propose that I disembark from the Express to confront the giant sting directly. My strategy is to pierce its stomach with my lance, triggering spasms that may cause it to eject the Express.
Are you going to do it alone?
It is challenging for me to articulate this phenomenon. Yet, when I observe certain entities, an indistinct sensation of beauty arises from my core, discernible only by instinct. Perhaps my long solitude traversing the cosmos has made it difficult to discern where these sentiments originate. But as a knight, I realize my obligation is to safeguard the seed that embodies beauty, standing as a bulwark to defend it against all. The Astral Express is that seed. It feels warm, like a home to me. I am certain this is thanks to the strong friendship you have with one another. That is why I must swear to fight to protect this warmth, rather than be protected by it. I am willing, time and time again, to protect these seeds of beauty, to allow them to bloom into pure and radiant flowers, to demonstrate my devotion to them. It is an inherent part of the journey of Argenti.
Who is?
In the pursuit of defending beauty, I have bled into unconsciousness. And in the ensuing stupor, I have witnessed countless times their traces spreading from beneath my feet, reaching into the unknown before me.
Is that I or hallucination?
My rational mind tells me no. Yet my heart tells me to believe. In those past hallucinations, I kept running. Their footprints on the mire-ridden path moved me to a sadness beyond tears. And every time, I was a breath away from catching a glimpse of their figure.
Kamu berjuang untuk melindungi beauty, or her?
Yes, this is my duty. It is a never-ending cycle of falling and standing up again. Each time I wander closer to death, it gets me closer to the path the beauty once walked. This is my vow as a knight of beauty.
Apa yang bisa kau lakukan? What are you going to do after that?
I shall find a way to escape. It matters not if my flesh is pierced by the insect's horns. The closer I get to death, the closer I may get to the path of the beauty. I apologize. I've been rambling. As I said, articulation has never been my forte. Let us return to the point at hand. Do I have your support?
Yes. Aku mendukungmu.
You do? Thank you.
You're welcome.
Your understanding is more precious than any treasure. I have faced many a traveler, encountered flattery and provocation aplenty. It is rare to find a spirit as pure as yours. In that case, please forgive my inappropriate manner. Our friendship is new, but was forged in the heat of battle, which I only wish we had been able to conclude. I hope now we may conclude it still, that I may leave without regret. I shall prove my will with the blade, defend my honor, and uphold my dignity with the protocol of combat. Win or lose, I will accept the outcome, and thus bid you farewell.
Wait, what? You are fighting?
My friend, it is an honor to fight against you.
Do we
the upper hand?
Time for an overhaul.
Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Perhaps you still don't understand. Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I will accept you. Stand down.
I'll see you off.
You are fighting a gentleman. Put forth all your might.
Nothing major. Bloom.
Thanks for the support.
Eternal sleep. The dead return!
Rise to the challenge.
Tedious.
Tedious.
Blade of moonlight.
The flesh wound. Pledge thine lord.
You've got a lot of nerve.
Enemy data secure. Net markers activated.
Enemy
Time for a
data
good old
secure.
counterattack.
You
won't get away. Blade fodder. All will be revealed in lunar flame.
Bear witness.
Weakness.
You chose the wrong enemy.
Enemy targets detected.
Rise to the challenge.
Perhaps you still don't understand. Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Let the duel commence. Confess. Behold this symbol of pure. You are fighting a gentleman. Rise to
I
the
have
challenge.
some
Data
for you.
secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Pledge thine lord.
Can't kill me.
Bloom.
Thanks for the support.
Eternal sleep. The dead return!
The flesh wound. Put forth all your might. Rise to the challenge.
I underestimated you.
Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Time for an overhaul.
Let the duel commence. Put forth all your might.
I'll see you off.
Commencing support.
Rise to the challenge.
You won't get away. Tedious.
Perhaps you still don't understand. Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Rise to the challenge.
Blade of moonlight. All will be revealed in lunar flame.
Later tonight, all will be revealed in near flames. Okay, that's one sentence.
Behold this symbol of pure. You are fighting a gentleman.
Enemy targets detected. Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
You chose the wrong enemy.
Rise to the challenge. Your demeanor, strength, and the etiquette of your combat. I admit you have won me over. Extraordinary and enjoyable in equal measure. Encountering an opponent of your caliber proves the existence of the beauty. The end of our battle signifies my departure. The moment has finally arrived for me to bid farewell to the Express.
Are you sure you're gonna be
Dear
safe?
friend, I assure you, I am not a reckless person. I will ready myself for the opportunity to escape.
Are we going to meet again?
I came to the Express to help you find a solution to this crisis. When my mission is complete, I shall venture back into the cosmos. But the cosmos is boundless. We may yet have another encounter.
Yeah, I'm ready to say
Excellent,
goodbye.
dear friend. After completing my mission here, I shall find somewhere else that requires my protection. Worry not. As a knight, I bear the resolve and honor of assured victory. My body, tempered by countless battles, will not easily be broken. Such a brief, fortuitous encounter. It has been an honor knowing each and every one of you on the Express.
Let's go talk with the others.
Okay.
So, how did your talk with Argenti go?
Dia mau melawan Giant
I
Sting itu
see.
sendirian.
Based on our dealings with him so far, I can't say I'm overly surprised. Sounds like the kind of plan a younger me might have come up with. But that doesn't mean I approve of it. How do you see things?
I don't
I
understand
suppose it
actually.
all depends on whether you support his understanding of and devotion to the beauty. We can't change what other people long for.
I took a nap just now. I dreamt there was another me piloting Argenti's one and only. What's wrong with me? I never dream. After stealing Argenti's spaceship, I said to myself, go find Argenti. I'm not the type to start caring about people I've only just met. The dream made me feel a little uneasy. So what on earth is Argenti up to anyway?
Yeah.
Huh? What? He wants to fight that huge bug on his own? So all that talk of departing the mortal coil and bidding farewell to a plant, that was all serious? You refused him, right?
What is
Nonsense!
about
Me? Care about him? Impossible! But if he dies, how am I going to turn my life around? I don't understand why he chose to die when he could live. Why is he so stubborn? All right, fine, I care about him. Ugh, why is he so difficult? Are his beliefs more important than his life? No way. I've got to talk some sense into him.
The outer wall of the Express is probably melting in gastric acid. I can't even imagine what it must look like.
Danang.
He insisted on doing his duty.
Bong.
What? Argenti wants to go by himself? No way! That's too dangerous!
March.
What? Argenti wants to leave the Express and fight the giant Sting alone?
Yes.
After jumping from the Express, I shall pierce the wall of the giant Sting's stomach. It should then violently convulse, so the Express can escape the confines of its body. Velite, have you something to say?
It's reckless to put yourself in danger. Do you really have to fulfill your knightly duty? Isn't there another way? I just don't get it.
You too are worried for my safety. You may not have realized, but you have a unique and noble soul. I hope I can keep my promise to escort you to your destination.
You... Oh, what the heck? Fine. I can be brave too, you know. If you insist on doing this, then I'm coming with you. If it weren't for you, I wouldn't be alive right now. I may not be as strong as you, but I'll do whatever I can.
I appreciate that. But it would be best for you to remain on the Express.
You're impossible. Fine. It suddenly struck me that if it weren't for this accident, we would never have met, let alone become friends. My life is a third-rate fiction next to your heroic saga, but at least they coincided. So you still want to do it? Are we gonna say goodbye here? Then don't die. I'll be waiting for you. After we fix this mess, you've got some spokesperson duties at my company to attend to. Just make sure you come back in one piece.
Okay. That's him, I guess.
Do not worry. You will hear my shout. Idrilla the Beauty is the most peerless beauty of them all. Once the Express is safely out, I will devise my own exit plan and navigate my way to safety. Until next time.
Until next time.
Having witnessed this spectacle, I am sure you will come to grasp the depth of my convictions. In the sanguine, eternal night of the universe, my existence professes a loyalty greater than the guileless.
Hey! We made it! What is that? Did the Express make the universe explode?
No, this is a hallucination caused by the giant sting. The commotion must have led to a great shedding of wing particles.
Huh? Then maybe the insect wasn't that big? Maybe it was all an illusion?
I'm afraid not, March.
Okay.
I bet our Genji would think these fireworks were really beautiful. We didn't know him very long, but he was a pretty nice guy. I hope he made it.
The Express managed to escape the crisis, but Pom-Pom still feels a little sad. Pom-Pom wonders what happened to Argenti.
Belite just left the Express too. He looked really upset. I guess he didn't know what Argenti was thinking either.
The Knights of Beauty are made up of individuals who are used to traveling through the cosmos alone. They're difficult to understand, and the starry sky is their home. Perhaps this fireworks show is a
Himiko.
symbol of his honor.
But
your voice is so
fireworks.
smooth.
And the starry sky!
He didn't see it.
He has his own goals
And
struggles. After all,
And
the Eon of Beauty has likely already fallen.
You mean Adrilla? The one he wouldn't stop talking about? But he said he'd find them and fulfill his duty to protect them.
The fact that Adrilla has fallen is tacitly acknowledged by some Knights of Beauty. Naturally, there are others who don't want to believe it. Like the one you met. He probably thinks that Adrilla is simply missing, hiding somewhere beyond the reach of mortals. The crisis is over, and our unexpected guest has left. But I think there's still something we should talk about. In your opinion, what is beauty?
Melihat kucing makan dengan lahap, beauty adalah sesuatu yang semahalin binatang dan tidak perlu kerja.
Sounds like a wonderful life. I'm sure many have dreams of that. Beauty takes many forms, and different people have different answers. I wonder what exactly it is that the Knights of Beauty are pursuing through the cosmos. Let's assume that Argenti finds the missing Adrilla.
Will he be able to recognize them with his human eyes? Or, obsessed with his version of them, will he turn a blind eye and not even see them for who they are?
It did seem like he had a kind of tunnel vision. And it sounded like he was holding himself to unreachable standards to attain his dreams. I
Unreachable
didn't quite
standard.
wrap my head around him. I guess if we're ever back in Bellabog and see a red-headed knight shouting into trash cans, "Idrilla! Are you in there? Idrilla!" I won't be surprised. But so what? I still think he was a nice guy. Even if he was a bit weird.
Where were we supposed to be going again?
Yes, from Argentina.
Till we make it the day to celebrate. I'll be waiting till we make it. Oh, we will see. Come with me, take the journey. We will see.
Thank you.
Come with me, take the journey.
Oh no. Wait, I want to do the even, man.
The way to celebrate. I'll be waiting till we
Run May. A name that's both new and... familiar.
One minute. Let me guess. The intelligence faction? What is it called?
I thought Member 4, Pokakakamon, had gotten rid of most of the society members. I didn't have a lot of hope for this. Oh, look who's here.
You're back!
Of course!
It's
This
not
is a summit
the
between three
crab.
geniuses.
It's a special time. All departments are preparing to welcome distinguished guests from the Genius Society.
Yeah, I'm in Chinese society.
Madame Ron May doesn't like fanfare and probably wouldn't appreciate a crowd to welcome her, so I asked the researchers to keep things simple.
I took her to see the portraits of the society members a few days ago. I wanted to have the researchers make one for her as well, but she declined the offer. I don't get it. Whatever, as long as she's happy.
I heard Miss Ron May likes snacks and pastries, so I asked the researchers to prepare some traditional desserts from the blue. All of them seemed to tickle her fancy.
That's like asking, is Herda a great person? The answer is obvious.
Okay.
Miss Ron May is the very image of a scholar. I heard she once took a little vacation on a desert planet. By the time she left, she'd miraculously created a boom in the local ecology.
She just wanted somewhere uninhabited to experiment with her life spiral system. Ron May is certainly very talented, but she hardly interacts with anyone. She lives like a hermit. Pity.
Anyway, what more needs to be said for someone smart enough to become Herta's research partner, Hurry up and head out! Huh? See if you can find her.
Herta, do you know that you are on this?
I'm not sure, but she doesn't seem to get around much. She spends most of her time between the master control zone and the railway platform. Maybe you can start your search there.
Okay. Thank you for the information. Makan ultimate ini. Stop working.
There's someone next to the railway platform. Could she be...
I have a feeling we're on the right track.
I'll check the data when I get back.
Hello. I hope I didn't startle you.
You
This is a
did,
work habit of
actually.
mine. Using touch to open my senses and letting the details of your biological existence flood into my brain helps me understand your construction as a living organism. Such is the basis of deconstruction and reconstruction. Do not be concerned. You are very healthy. In fact, impeccably so. A perfect experimental specimen. I like perfect experimental specimens.
Ya, dan ada kue di bibirmu.
Oh, really? I expect the views here had me lost in thought. I don't usually go in and out of the space station, and only discovered today that it was blessed with such calm, open views. It is a wonderful fit for the sweet fragrance of lotus leaves, plum blossoms, sticky rice, and frosting sugar. Come here. Look. The blue planet is directly below us. It is so full of life. This dessert is very delicious. Here, take half.
Okay, let's try a little.
Delicious desserts remind people of how flowers look when they bloom. Ingest this dessert one bite at a time, and the sweetness will linger in your mouth. I hope you like it too. So, what do you think? I can certainly prepare more for you. It's become somewhat of a tradition to bring strawberry pastries when I visit Stephen Lloyd. His attendance seems quite dependent on them. An outstanding dessert. 10 grams of cubed sugar, 1 dried and salt-preserved plum blossom. Baking and cooking are the same as nurturing a universe. The heat must be controlled, planning must be meticulous, and one must not panic, no matter what happens. Unfortunately, there are still too many people in the space station. The clamor is not fitting for desserts. By the way, do you remember what my research is about?
Budidaya kehidupan.
No. My research area is short stories about toilets. Huh? What's going on? What am I talking about?
I see. What a cute hobby. But remember, the next time something like this happens, it's crucial to mask your expression until you've ascertained the situation. If not, you'll be full of weaknesses that others can see through. Let's try again. Now, what else would you like to ask?
What do you mean?
The dessert was tasty. I would like more. Why can't I say what I want to say?
What?
You have quite the appetite. All right, I'll give you the recipe. Come and have a walk with me. A stroll is the most appropriate post-dessert activity. As the masses depart, there's an enveloping calm
Nambi.
here.
Oh,
Just like in the
boleh,
no
boleh.
man's land I've ventured to in the past. Can you imagine a completely lifeless world? From there, you can glimpse the stars that lie at the very edge of the horizon. Following its celestial trajectory, the Great Teal Star illuminates an endless sea of white across both the sky and land. My mother and I navigated Kong glaciers, looking for signs of life on that world, and encountered many bizarre phenomena. It was like finding the single correct piece in a mountain of jigsaw pieces. The process was convoluted. My apologies. It appears my words have left you perplexed. Please, don't be on edge. I bear no ill will. I haven't interfered with your linguistic faculties. Such an act would be impolite. I merely made a minor adjustment. A few days ago, I made my interest in you known to Herta. My intention is for you to serve as an assistant. Based on our interactions within the simulated universe, I firmly believe you fit the bill. I find extending trust beyond myself is challenging. A single error in detailed research can generate issues, and I despise matters that escape my control. Therefore, I added anti-truth serum to this dessert. It will not harm you. However, you will be unable to say what you truly think when answering questions related to me. Treat it as a layer of protection. This will shield my research and your personal safety. Once the problems have been dealt with, I'll give you the antidote.
Okay.
I can also reward you as compensation for being my assistant. I will fulfill your every wish.
Jadi kamu nggak percaya sama aku?
Does that bother you?
Yes,
I
it
believe we
bothers
will
me.
be able to be frank with each other, but that needs time. When I first arrived on the space station, I borrowed the phase flame from Herta. It's an invention of member number 29 Circle. I hope to be enlightened by other society members' results. A surge of creativity led me to explore the cultivation of life on the space station. In my imagination, these life forms would be a new variety that are born as geniuses. I plan to name them after Lambda, member number 8 of the Genius Society. I don't know where it went wrong. They possess their own sentience, but are nowhere near geniuses. Moreover, my free-range approach seems to have backfired. In a lab leak incident a few days ago, some of these little life forms ran away and scattered all over the space station. I do not wish for Herta or Asta to be involved in this. Therefore, I'm hoping you can assist in recovering these little life forms.
Kamu bisa coba untuk
I do
mempercayainya.
trust you.
Really? Kenapa kamu tidak mau
This
mereka
has nothing
tahu?
to do with them. Besides, the more people involved, the more problems there will be.
Oke
The
deh.
researchers are still treating these entities as visitors. I want to steer clear of making my presence known, so as not to cause undue disturbances.
I entrust this to you. Once the little life forms are collected, simply find a proper place for them. The researchers in the Department of Ecology should know about this and provide you with suitable advice.
Pergi ke stasiun luar angkasa. Let's teleport here and then go out. Then go right.
Fancy a coffee?
What? A place where the space station stores dangerous experimental results? Why would anyone want to know that? Wait, did someone send you here to try to get things out of me? I'm not doing any private business on the space station. I have absolutely no knowledge of any special hiding places. And I certainly haven't sold any old junk rare treasures or discarded curios or anything like that.
Aku bahkan belum siap.
I'm not hiding anything at all. You're the sneaky one. What do you want? I won't talk to you if you don't tell me why you're here.
Ku dengar di stasiun luar angkasa ada beberapa masalah.
Oh, that. You've got pretty good contacts if you know that already. The space station is a mess. Everyone's already swamped as it is. And now out of nowhere, there's a bunch of little creatures popping up. If you want to solve the problem, go check out the storage zone. Then you'll understand.
Hey, where is he? Here.
Burn away!
Burn away.
The dead return!
You won't get away.
Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception. One step closer to the stars.
One step closer to the stars.
There's so many people. This seems to be the place.
Just like before.
Molten cheese tart is the best. Its outlook is infectious. Its positive mood has influenced us all. What's our slogan again? 1. Stop complaining. Change your attitude and use the delicious molten cheese tart to stop the flow of negative energy. 2. Energize yourself.
Wait, peneliti
Increase your
departemen
capacity for action
senior.
and walk on the path of molten cheese tart's absolute conviction.
Your
Our
voice
creed,
looks familiar.
molten cheese tart is the best.
Siapa itu
Oh,
tadi?
praise be! You don't know? Molten cheese tart is Madame Ron May's top fan. This is how it preaches. Those who offer their love are expressing admiration and affection for Miss Ron May.
Bagaimana dengan pengikut
Oh, let
Scroll?
me tell you something. Mr. Screwthum's followers are all very logical, but they're just awaiting the arrival of the mechanical aristocracy. Since you're so interested, I'll tell you how to secure an audience with the Honorable Molten Cheese Tart. You'll need to work hard to get there. You need to plaster hearts wherever Madame Ron May has been. If you're sincere enough, the Honorable Molten Cheese Tart will show itself.
Coba ciptakan kehidupan sih. Silakan semprot graffiti di area here. Here. banyak mungkin. Wars nih. Cetar melompat ke atas meja.
So this is the little life form Run May made?
I am humbled to meet the molten cheese tart. What are you frozen in place for? Oh, you don't understand the honorable tart. That's okay. No worries for situations like this. We've specifically concocted a synesthesia beacon.
Aktifkan synesthesia beacon.
Wakaka, I'm a genius among geniuses.
Segera.
That was way too risky.
Oh, Molten Cheese Tart says Madame Ranmei has finally recognized my ingenuity. Molten Cheese Tart says, does Madame Ranmei recognize me as a masterpiece? Molten Cheese Tart says, Madame Ranmei still has not recognized me as a life form that passes the requirements. I need to work harder. Oh, such an enthusiastic Molten Cheese Tart. There's a kind of attachment reserved for the creator. To the world, you are but one person. But to me, you are the entire world. Oh, Madame Ranmei. Hey, you! Yes, you! Don't you have anything you want to say to Molten Cheese Tart? You should at least express how you would like to follow Molten Cheese Tart. We wouldn't want to mistake you for an agent of gray bean paste, would we?
Aku suka di
Get lost and get as far away from here as you can. You see, the Honorable Molten Cheese Tart has always been fighting against gray bean paste in terms of flavor. The Honorable Molten Cheese Tart is a firm believer that people's lives need to be optimistic. They both hope to receive Madame Ranmei's recognition and have been working so hard.
You like...
Of course. It's not like we have any followers of gray bean paste here. All the ones who came here to stir up trouble have been converted by us. They went from refusing Molten Cheese Tart to loving it. This is called conceptual annexation of taste. It's genuinely puzzling. Despite Molten Cheese Tart's remarkable qualities, why hasn't Madame Ranmei acknowledged it? It's clear that it yearns for her love.
Cinta yang bagaimana?
Love from the creator to a creation? Familiar love? Doesn't sound right. Romantic love? Definitely not. I don't know. Expecting me to understand love is like asking me to map the farthest reaches of the universe. Remember, as long as love is your compass, you're on the right track. And in the wise words of the Honorable Molten Cheese Tart, love must be shouted from the rooftops.
Apa kamu bisa bicara berdua?
That depends if the Honorable Tart agrees to it. Oh? The Honorable Molten Cheese Tart has agreed.
You serious? Ini jalur satu arah. Oke.
Hey, guess what I got my hands on? Word on the street is that this is the downgraded version of Ramei's life cultivation formula. It says 10 carats of ingenuity, 1 ton of practice, 30 particles of starquake, and a few drops of poisonous liquor for Madame Yu Qingtu. Rumor has it that it once created a talking chair. Not a particularly intelligent one, but boy, did it have a sharp tongue. They dismantled it and used it for firewood. Can you believe it?
No.
Let's give it a shot, shall we? First things first, we need to pick out the ingredients.
Oke, Kaira yang membarang.
We need to add some other good stuff in, but don't go overboard.
EQ.
And now we mix them together. Wait, it says on the recipe, Ramei makes different expressions when nurturing life.
Ramei bergetar.
Yikes. Take a look at what you just cultivated.
What is this? Menciptakan satu.
The moon shines on the truth.
You won't get away.
Net markers activate. Time for a good old counterattack.
Do not concern yourself with the outcome.
Do not concern yourself with the outcome. Aktifkan portal. I have no idea now. I have no idea what I just did.
You're here.
Yes, I'm here.
Herta called Screwlum and I to the space station to discuss some important topics. She also sent an invite to Steven, but he didn't reply, and Herta didn't seem to want to wait any longer. And now, I wish for you to attend this meeting with me.
Why me?
I don't want Herta to worry herself over these frivolous matters, even though she probably wouldn't care anyway.
Are we that close?
Just in case, I want someone who will be on my side. In other words, you.
Okay.
Help me. It'll be easy. Just remember, my secret stays with you, don't pry too much, and keep your expressions in check.
Okay. Okay.
All right, let's go.
Okay, is there anything here I can loot? Nothing.
Hi, Ramei. I've been waiting for you. Oh, you're here too? Looks like you two have become quite friendly.
Yes.
It's good to see you, madam. Affirmation. This reunion has happened earlier than my calculations predicted.
Though you weren't invited, I welcome you to remember this historical moment. How long has it been since 3 geniuses were in the same room together? And how long will we
Actually,
have to
4
wait for it to
teams,
happen
including
again?
me.
Affirmative. Discounting our discussions on the simulated universe, our interactions are scarce.
I look forward to the innovative ideas that may emerge from this juxtaposition of minds.
Memungut dengan sopan.
Let me get straight to the point. I think it's time to find another partner for the simulated universe.
You wish to kick Steven out?
No, of course not. Steven doesn't want to get involved and voted to abstain. Oh, whatever. Look, I respect the way people want to live, but he doesn't have a chance to be involved in this decision-making anymore.
Question. Are we introducing a fifth partner for the simulated universe?
Yes, a fifth genius. The reason for our gathering is clear to everyone present. What else could prompt such a gathering of brilliant minds except for the answer? No one can refuse the secret of the eons. Not even Xandar. We'll definitely get a response.
What if the responder is Polka Kakamond?
That'd be great! Hey, Lord of Silence, are you listening? I'm member number 83, Herta, and I want to meet you. I believe you and I will have a lot to talk about.
It's unlikely we'll hear from Polka Kakamond. She's been off the grid for quite some time. Probability, member number 64, Dr. Primitive, may appear.
That's a hard pass. Given Dr. Primitive's shady research practices and his tussle with the Galaxy Rangers, the IPC will surely turn this into a media circus. He can get lost. I'd prefer it if the simulated universe remained scandal-free.
Scandal.
What about you, Chingtu? Are you still in touch with her, Ruanmei? Is she still alive?
Can we ask her to leave if we are to discuss this topic? The process will be long and boring. There's no need to take up other people's time.
Okay.
Of course! You brought her in after all. It's up to you.
All right. Let me walk you out.
And what the heck is this?
Seems like a programming error.
Oh, this fragment of Ruanmei. Have you seen it in the simulated universe before?
Maybe. Yes.
The simulated universe is my home. I'm speaking nonsense again.
It's probably an isolated glitch.
Fine. I'm used to turning a blind eye to these things. It makes life easier. I am curious, though. Are you gonna keep it, Ruanmei?
I probably will. Records indicate she likes this occurrence.
All right, I agree. As long as it helps you with your research, you can do whatever you want.
Come along. I'll see you out.
Wait, I thought I was already out.
It appears I was overthinking things. Impulsive behavior is pretty characteristic of her after all. Thankfully, it was just a minor scare. Still, meetings give me such a headache. It seems I'll have to stay put for a while. I see that you've recovered the life form in the Master Control Zone. Thank you. Well done. I was simply being overly cautious. It is a habit of mine. Apologies. There are some things that I must tell you now. If I wait for the meeting to finish, then it might be too late. The retrieval of my life forms isn't complete yet. There's more than just one, and some are stored in a sealed zone. Herta uses that place to welcome visitors from across the stars, or to welcome members of the Genius Society. However, due to the Legion's invasion, it is no longer open to the public. And now my headache is stored there. She gave me permission and said no more. I'm giving you my access card. Give me your hand and I'll input your fingerprint into it. Stay vigilant, Assistant. Should you come across a threat you can't handle, just alert me. I'll come to your aid no matter what. Remember, there is a giant incubator in the middle of the zone. That's where my headache is stored. Once you're back, come find me on the railway platform. Then you'll understand everything.
Got it, man. Where do I need to go? Here?
What would a sealed
Maybe I'm gonna
look
stop
like?
here. After this.
You won't get away.
Ready for another?
Blade of moonlight. In lunar flame.
Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Ready for another? The combat report will be ready soon.
The combat record will be ready soon. Okay. And this is the new one. Let's compress this one. Super Rimboss. Okay.